stranger danger, stranger danger, stranger danger, stranger danger. I'm not quoting Blades of Glory right now. We got serious issues because in both two-part episodes, Gon and Juka are in serious trouble, man. Like they just can't catch a break, man.
Gon. I didn't want anything to happen to her, but again, it's like, well, we wouldn't have an episode now, would we? Japan is not coy with putting children in danger.
Mm-hmm.
They've been doing that since the 60s. Look at all those kaiju films and shows and whatnot. Why the hell was there a little boy with the Space Patrol and Ultraman? Why was there a little boy fighting cyborg Nazis? Why was there a little boy with a giant fire-breathing turtle that is apparently friends to the children? I'm like, and let us not forget the stain and the humiliation of Godzilla's revenge.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Yeah.
While I do kind of like, I can only ever watch it in Japanese because at least it's a lot more tolerable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, at least they give Minya like a kind of proper voice, not where in the Americans they were like, give me your best country bumpkin sounding voice for the child of Godzilla. And I'm like, I didn't know Mortimer Schnurd was the idea. Like, you look at that thing and it's like, yeah, that's exactly the voice I would think a child would have. And I'm like, no matter what the film, like that is just like, why?
Mm-hmm.
Why? We've gotten better with it, though.
Yeah.
We have totally gotten better with it. Believe you me, I have sat through many a Toko film and series and be like, why the fuck are there Kennys here? Why the hell are there unnecessary children? You know, like, seriously, why? Why are they here? It makes no sense. Why do we have children here? Can you imagine if there was a child in Greece or in Build or Ols or anything like that?
Well, technically, but only for a couple of episodes.
Yeah, I'm talking about like from beginning all the way to end. Even though I know our time with Gon has come to an end, but she will come back. It's not like she was written off the show. It's not like she went up the stairs and never came back.
Oh, jeez. Man, you know, we need to discuss these family matters in a way that's not does leave the house full, you know, like anyways. But what are we here to discuss? It's Kamen Rider Kabuto, episodes 17 through 20, where we're introduced to, well, basically our technically penultimate rider of the series. And yeah, probably the one that's the most sus.
Yeah.
And considering that we had two Zabis, and each one was effed up in their own right, somehow I feel like this guy is even more sus.
He's more sus because not only is he sus in this show, he was also very sus in another show that I'm aware that he was in.
Mm-hmm.
But he was
I'm just kidding.
He was kind of sus in the fact of like, you didn't know that was a girl? Really? Really? I mean, even reading it, I was like, that's a girl. And you just barely figured this out. Sword.
Yeah.
Also, it's kind of like, I liked them more when they look like a dude. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. But Yeah, I think we're gonna need to sit down and have a little talk, you and I, just to clarify things. But that will come when it'll come. Yeah, we have and now it is officially time to go on the forbidden or the expanded lore, an exclusive Rider Time Archives information that I stumbled upon years ago via just random conversations with a Toko actor regarding the sword. Did you know that we almost had 2 Go-Oners on this show before Go-Oner was a thing?
Yep.
So we know that Go On Gold is here. We know that that's, what
so
with show is Go On Gold. Will be Go On Gold 3 years from this point. So good for him. Now, at the same time that the show was being casted and being brought up, there was another Go-Oner actor that was actually in the finals of becoming the Kamen Rider Sword. And that was none other than the man, the myth, the legend, and pretty much like the representative of anything Sentai related now. Have you seriously checked his Twitter and his thread page? Like, the man has been interviewing classic Sentai actors and just been like all over the place. None other than Sosuke himself.
Sosuke. Yes, Mr. Furuhara, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Furuhara. How did I come to this information, you might ask? It's not really something that
you met him in person.
I met him in person.
Yeah.
At the last Japan World Heroes. Officially, that was held in Burbank, at the Burbank Marriott. And
which is where we will be attending Robotoy Fest.
Like a week or 2 after PMC. Do we have the money for that?
If you're planning on spending money, no.
I'm like, well, I mean, we have our ways, but I mean, anyway. So what happened was during that time, we had an Ultraman, we had Futahara for us, and then we had Kota from Gaim.
Yeah.
The Kota, the Kamen Rider Gaim was there. And the thing was, I had never watched Gaim before. I had never seen it. So here I am talking to an Ultra, a Sentai, and a Kamen Rider, and I'm mostly like fanboying over Sosuke, but I'm like, I feel like so bad because I didn't see.
You know what made me feel bad? I've seen Go-Oner, I've seen Gaim. I was like super stellar about meeting Gaku and Fujioka. But what made me feel really like self-conscious is the fact that at that point in time, I've never watched an Ultraman season all the way through. The most I've seen was 10 episodes of the original Ultraman and 3 episodes of the 4Kids dub of Tiga. Certainly not Gaia. Heck, I'll let you guys know this, that it wasn't until later that year that we started doing Ultraman Blazar, and that's the first season that I've watched all the way through. Steve, you were here for that, actually. Yeah, you were there for that. You were here for that. Like, even before we did builds, like, you were here for that.
Really did.
So the reason why I was super embarrassed was the fact that out of the 3 actors, I'm not trying to knock on anyone for due to reasons of sequence, but yeah, the guy who played Ultraman Gaia was the first of the 3 actors to say hello to me. Like, he just walked up to me and said hello to me, and I felt like super embarrassed because, like, obviously I'm gonna be like super nice and be like, yeah, hello, how are you? I hope you enjoyed here in America. But it's like I'm not able to fanboy even on a professional level, I'm not able to fanboy compared to the other two actors because I've never watched Ultraman, and unlike certain people I know from 2015, I'm not gonna pretend to be a fan of a show, or much less fan for years ago, just to stroke the ego of an actor. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I've never seen Gaia, but I hope it's a really good season. Someday I'll watch it. And now that we have the Ultra Quest podcast, maybe I will eventually, sometime within the next 7 years. But hopefully sooner than later. But yeah, no, it's embarrassing because it's like out of the three,
really hard, because
out of the three actors, it's literally the one that I did not see the show.
Yeah, a lot of at that time, obviously it was like a big thing because just the fact that it was Solsuke and it's a current or like a semi-current like within our timeline of Sentai and whatnot. So I was like, okay. And now that I watched Gaim, I felt bad that I did not get his autograph. Or that I didn't speak to him more so. Like, I actually told like both of them that I had not seen their shows, but it's on the list. It is gonna happen. And obviously, like, they understood. They're very like,
they're a lot cool. Like, they're cool with you being honest. It's
I remember Koto's actor, because I was doing Onk, the hand. I actually had the hand. I was in all black and I was doing like kind of like what Kabuki actors do, just covering myself in black and just have the arm. He actually did praise that because he himself was a fan of O's. But so how this information came was we were all chatting, and here comes a cosplayer in a Sasword outfit, full on Sasword. He had the belt. Had his belt, had his sword, had everything, and I was like, "Oh yeah, no, I know who that is. I just don't remember." And then Futahata said, "Oh yeah, that's Sasword." His translator was like, there and translating, and then he goes off and says something, and the translator was like, kind of like, "Oh, I didn't know that," and I was like, "What'd he say?" And he said that, well, in English, Utahara said, "I was almost Sasword." And I'm like, what? What? It's like, you were almost a Kamen Rider. It's like, yeah, I was almost, he said. And I was like, explain what happened. And so, he's obviously telling like that, he had done a lot of like backstage background actors, like being extras and whatnot, and like he had gone through the audition process of being like trying to get into this show because there were multiple Kamen Riders at this time, and he had made it to the finals. He had made it to like where he was down to the final choices of who was going to be who, and he was very close. He said, but ultimately they did not cast him as Sasword. Like if we were to say like he was in the top 5 to be Sasword. But they chose who they chose and they went off with that. And of course it's like, well, at least you made it. Like, yeah. But the thing is that the casting and the director was like, no, we like Futahara. We're gonna keep an eye on him. We're gonna keep him around. You would be better somewhere else, not Sasword. I'm like, and so he kept on going at it. He built his connections and whatnot. Next thing you know, instead of being a Kamen Rider, he became a Sentai, which, damn. Yeah. And again, he didn't. I think he said he didn't even audition for a Red. I don't think. They just kind of like, no, he's gonna get it, or he got it. He is totally Red, and that's what kind of led him into developing Sosuke and being Sosuke, and even the crazy hair that Sosuke had. You know, he just wanted to stick out and be noticed. Like, all the Sentai, all the Reds are like kind of like the leaders, and they're kind of like serious. They're somewhat goofy, but I want to be like out there. I want to be animated, he said. And I was like, so what is with the hair? Why did, because I even showed him a photo of me in high school when I had my hair kind of like that. And he's just like, I'm a fan of Dragon Ball. That makes sense. That makes sense. I wanted Toriyama Sensei to notice me. Because of the Ginyu Force and everything, and the Great Saiyaman. He's like, can you imagine if he did like a Sentai character, but it was based off of me? And I was just like, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. Sadly, that did not happen. But just the fact that, like, you know, a little nod to Dragon Ball and Toriyama with Go Hunter, you know, especially with the hair and all that stuff. So, yeah, he did say that it was a tough process, but the reason why he didn't get Star Sword was because his personality, while he tried to be what they wanted him to be, they were just like, you're there, but it's not natural. That's not you. We need an asshole, which is inevitably what we got. And I'm like, I can't see Sosuke. I can't see Fukuhara doing that. He's so lively, so like upbeat, you know? I'm not knocking his acting skills, but I'm like, in another dimension, in another universe, Sosuke could have been Sasord. But right now, I'm hating Sasord right now. I'm hating him so much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But, yeah, that is the exclusive info on that for Sasord. Sasord was going to be Go on Red. Very close. Oh, very close almost. Mm-hmm. But Fukuhara would gain his fame later on. Let's not forget that. But yeah. Now let's get down to business. Let us get down to the nitty-gritty and to the stranger danger of this episode. And the fact that what is the bee's name again?
Kageyama.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Seriously, like, I know.
Creepy.
I know. You were given a job. I understand it. But isn't it kind of crazy that anyone who is like not an ant, which we haven't seen the ants for like almost 5 episodes now, like they're kind of non-existent. Well, you know, they're not cool with what's going on.
Yeah.
And yet, how easy is it for you to be that, like, you are such a tool?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I get it. Best Green Boy Himbo told you to do it. And it's like, yeah, but you could have been like, no, but I know what type of person you are. You know that if you said no, they would have removed the beat from you. They would have stripped it, and you don't want that because it's yours. It's yours. You got the rare card. You got the rare Pokemon. You got like,
now if you want to keep it though,
you gotta be our bitch. And pretty much that is what you are. That is what you are. I mean, yeah, you're right. Sho was a narcissist and kind of out there, but I'm pretty sure he would not have done this. I would put $1 down, and that's too rich for my blood, that he would not have done this.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Or if he did do it, he would at least do a Taya Gardner style friendship speech, except instead of friendship, it's leadership. It's like I as your leader will sacrifice myself by kidnapping this 9-year-old girl. And And yes, those child grabbing lessons were worth every penny.
Yeah,
Yes, you maybe stoop to referencing Kino the hair guy. Attention, writers.
yeah, but you legitimately did it.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go to hell and die. Because it's kind of crazy how like everyone else was like giving the side eyes and like, this is wrong, this is horrible, this is like disgusting, and yet you're the one who is like just like gratefully smiling, like almost got her, almost. Someone get my gun. But all right, we can vent as we review this. So, no, not Juka. I don't know why I'm on. I don't know why. Yeah, it's gone. We are on episode 17, Restored Memories. So, our little Gon is one hell of a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
She has amnesia. She doesn't know what happened. Like, her life is pretty much like completely, utterly just gone. Where are her parents? Where is her family? Where did she live? Did she have friends? Did she have a pet? Like what happened on that day that that the meteor came and the worms invaded? We don't know. We don't know. She doesn't know because it's just a memory.
Mm-hmm.
Did the director watch Big O? Was he a fan of Big O? This is the city of memories. Now
my name is Roger Smith. 40 years ago.
We got 20, 12, almost.
I'm just a negotiator.
Oh my god, if Tendo turns out to be a negotiator, but no, Tendo's divined by heaven. He's ordained.
I mean, technically, Tendo is negotiating with Daisuke, but still.
But the thing is that, yeah, so Gon is walking home or wherever the hell they're camping, I guess, eating her chocolate vanilla swirl ice cream.
Yeah.
And soft served, not on a stick. It's soft served. We have to make that very poignant because in Japan, that's a very, very like crucial thing. Like, oh, I'm eating an ice cream. Are you eating soft serve or are you eating on a stick? It's soft serve. Okay.
Yeah, soft
and
nice.
She does get snatched.
Mm-hmm.
She does get snatched by the bee, but not the bee, just his stupid, scraggly looking counter, like human representation. And I'm like, oh no, go, get away, kick him, bite him. I don't care. Drop the ice cream, stab it in his eye, do something. And she does. She gets away. Because I'm like, yeah, okay, this guy's the bee, and a little 8-year-old girl can easily get away from him? Huh.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like you just gotta bite him in the arm and then run away. It's like, those child grabbing lessons were a waste of time.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, not Kageyama is completely worthless. But yeah, that would scare anybody. That would scare any child, any young girl, especially when I'm walking home and some creep just comes out of nowhere. I'm like, yeah, no, that would totally mess anybody up if that happened. But Daisuke doesn't really seem to care. He's like, come on, we gotta go. We gotta like, we got models and pretty girls to make more pretty as whatever. And the whole episode is just Gon is kind of shaken up by the incident because that incident, that little trauma, unlocked more trauma, revealing kind of sort of what happened the day that she lost her memory. Again, Gon doesn't know anything. She doesn't remember anything, but that has kind of sort of unlocked a little bit of memory. Also, there's a worm here. I don't know what kind of worm it is, but it's pink. pinkish.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what worm or what species it's supposed to represent, but I'm like, okay, we have a worm.
Yeah.
So the whole time it's like, yeah, Daisuke is doing his thing. He's, doing his modeling thing and getting that all done. And he kind of gets mad at Gon for like keep bringing up the fact that she was assaulted in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
You're right, Daisuke. She's not family. She's not your responsibility. She's just a little girl that's following you. But stop being an asshole. Like, did you even go check it out? Did you even go see if it was like if you saw Kageyama running in the bushes? No, you just go, come on, let's go. No, you're just a kid. You don't know what you're talking about. Like, what? Seriously? Like, you're not gonna go check it out. You're not gonna investigate. You're not even gonna like bother to like see if it was actually true that there was someone in the bushes, Daisuke. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Kageyama is trash, but you are just filth, Daisuke. And it even got so much as that during like a modeling session, because like, Gon's a little shooken up and a little bit like traumatized as what happened, she winds up messing up brushes, makeup, and then dropping his entire guitar case. And then he yells at her and tells her to get lost. Which, again, the poor girl got assaulted. And yet you don't seem to care, Daisuke. You don't seem to care. But where does our little Gon run off to feel safe? She goes to the cafe. Where else is there to run off to? She winds up telling Hiyori what happened, and Hiyori's kind of like, oh, well, that's not, well, like we should go report this. We should go say something. It's like, no, but I feel like I messed up with Daisuke. I feel like I should just have shut up. And I'm like, why? Like, why? Anyway.
So yeah, Gon and Hiyori leave while Daisuke ironically ends up going to the bistro to find Gon, who has already left. And Gon and Hiyori exchange glances at, I lost my family due to traumatizing incident. And in the case of Gon, it somehow involves a bus crashing.
Yeah, we don't see in this episode what exactly happened. All we know is that she was on a bus and then the bus crashed.
Yeah.
And then they apparently, her and Hiyori take not the same bus, but a bus that's on the same route. And that's where it slowly starts to trickle in. It's like, wait, I've been on this bus before. I've been down this road. What happened? And well, they get off and they're like, I'm slowly starting to remember something. Because before that happened, there was, well, the worm shows up and attacks, knocking Gon a little bit unconscious. And that triggers the more expansion of the memory. She's like, wait. Now again, she's knocked out when this is happening. But there was the bus, and it crashed. But why did it crash? Apparently, there was a worm on the bus. And it took a scene from Death Note. Except there were except it was not taking hostages, it was killing everybody on the bus. And then that happened. But it's like, but wait, I wasn't by myself, though. Someone was there with me. Yeah, who was there with you? We don't know. Although we do get introduced to this, I guess it's a photographer or a fashion reporter, I guess, because her and Daisuke go off and have a drink, and they drink till they're pretty much verschnicket, only to get revived by miso soup.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, wait, what? Why? You know, and they're just talking about how they're such trash and such garbage that, like, I couldn't protect the little girl. I couldn't do it. Yeah, I'm also trash too. I couldn't do the same thing either. Like, and then we see a photo. We don't see a face. We just see a body. And it's like, isn't that the same outfit that Gon is remembering in her flashback?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
it is this was this the person that was with her on that day? We'll have to stay tuned to watch to find out, because yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Gon gets kidnapped because some creep came from behind and attacked Hiyori and knocked her out.
Yep, Vegeta style. Hey, Trunks,
Just
you're a good boy.
Straight in the gut, straight in the solar plexus. Which
Yeah, if only Hiyori knew how to sing SING, solar plex, instep, nose, groin.
Yeah. She winds up getting knocked out. Of course, obviously, Tendo finds her, and it's like, where's Gon? It's like, she was right here. She was like, yeah, Gon is gone. Daisuke was getting ripped a new one by Tendo, saying, like, yeah, you're a piece of shit for making that little girl cry.
Yeah, like even during the interview, it's like, here's the headline for your article. Piece of shit loses little girl. She's kidnapped. He won't do anything about it.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah. Tendo was really going at Daisuke here. And I'm like, yeah, you should.
During the interview.
You should, Daisuke. Like, you really are a piece of shit. Yeah. Because all you care about is, like, yourself and, like, blah, blah. When it's like, it's more important for you to focus on the people that are around than suppose of what ifs. You know how many people never understand that? But, yeah, apparently this is all getting in the interview and getting involved. So it's like, okay, not what I wanted to hear in my interview. No, publish it. So wait, if she got kidnapped, where's he taking her? What's the reason? Well, here's the question I had. So Daisuke doesn't work for Sect. Technically, he's a mercenary. As for why? Why would Sect allow that? You have a problem with Kabuto being around and doing what he's doing, so why aren't you that pissed off and trying to kill Drake? Like, what's the reason? Like that again, it's like, wait, so why are you not trying to kill Drake? Why are you only trying to kill Kabuto, Sect? That makes no sense. You're telling me so Drake had never ever been on your payroll ever once?
Mm-hmm. Apparently.
So why? Then why does he have the why does he have the gun? Why does he have this stuff? Oh, it chose him? That doesn't make much sense. It's the same thing with Tendo. But apparently now you're gonna use Gon as collateral damage. You're gonna use her as collateral.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, if you don't, Drake, take out and kill Kabuto, then the girl is history. All right. What? Assholes. Real assholes. But again, you guys just let Daisuke run around. He doesn't work for you guys. So I don't get why now are you trying to use a hostage to make him do what he needs to do?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I really don't know. It's not lining up. I'm like, no, we get why he took Gon, but why now of all things? Why now are you playing that card? That's just my question. Because I was always like, wait, I even looked it up. Like, so Drake doesn't work for Zack, he's just a mercenary. But why?
Yep.
Why have they allowed him to do whatever it is that he wants, but not Tendo?
Oh, and another thing that was referenced is how Misaki questioned Tendo. It's like, wait, you did such a fantastic job as leader of Shadow Squad, like, and you're just like not, and you're just gonna quit. Yeah, I got everything I needed out of it. Oh, it's a darn shame because you're pretty awesome as their leader. Like, everyone was more organized, everyone was more efficient. Like, goddamn, we need you on the squad, man.
Yeah, Misaki was really fangirling for Tendo in this episode. You know, but of course Tendo is that is not his way. Because grandma said so. And I'm like, yeah, I don't really get most of I mean, unless it's like the B or later on Stassword, you know, I'm like, there's what's the problem with Tendo having the Kabuto sector if he's doing exactly what you guys are saying he should be doing with it? Mm-hmm. I mean, for fuck's sake, why Daisuke? Why him? And because of him, we have a poor innocent little girl that has now been kidnapped and taken away. But yeah, we go into episode 18. Promptly titled Farewell Gon.
Yeah. Oh my god, don't tell me she's gonna die like in the episode Kotaro dies or Whale Mutant's Last Day. No, I'm just kidding. She'll be fine. She'll be fine.
So yeah, the worm attacks have triggered memories of Gon's past. And slowly but surely, because of that, another person's memories are starting to come back. Which are, I don't know, you guys are synced? Maybe? I don't know. It's 2000s writing, either or. So we find out that, yes, Kageyama did abduct Gon. He did take her. And
plus, one thing I do appreciate is how the episode 17 ends with Drake using Rider shooting on Kabuto. And the thing is, Kabuto could have easily dodged it by like doing something that Drake seems to forget he's able to do. Clock up. But yeah, I'm gonna hold it over him with the whole Godspeed love thing. But you know, Tendo being extra, the man that he is, like, it's like, why dodge it? I'm just gonna kick it like a football.
Yeah. The fight that ensues, obviously, in this episode, like at the what would we call this area? An amphitheater.
Yeah,
it's a very famous amphitheater. We have used it ridiculous amounts of times in multiple shows.
I hate that I remembered more because of an episode of Ghost Sager than because of this episode of Kabuto.
Oh, no, Ghost Sager, Shinkanger, Bolkanger, Machi Ranger, all the way back, I think, even to Car Ranger. Mm-hmm. Even way before that, even like
I think I've seen it in Cocker Ranger.
Yeah, this is one of those famous like places that Toei has
keep reusing. Yeah,
and just noticing, like, again, find it in any Sentai or Kamen Rider, and just look at it from like the 70s or 80s to today, and it's like, wow. Not much has changed, but they have updated the hell out of it. But yeah, let's see here.
So they do. So Drake and Kabuto do fight each other again, and he's like, and Kabuto's like, I get it. You're here to fight for Gon, but you're also kind of stupid because There's other ways you could have saved Gon, but you chose to use the most stupid method possible. It's like stupid. It's like grandmother said this: stupid men fight stupid fights. You're stupid.
Yeah, see, Daisuke is not really a tactician, or he is not very smart, as Mama said. You know, like he's very brash, very like arrogant, and like he would sooner pull the trigger and then ask questions later. The thing is that Kageyama takes Gon, but we don't know where. We just see that there's a video of her that she's calling out for Daisuke, and it's like you have to defeat Kabuto in order for you to get the girl back. If you don't do it, I'm like, so you're the one who took her. I didn't take her. It was orders from the top. You did it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Don't say it was the people up top. Yes, they told you, but you did it. Asshole. Abducting a little girl. What the hell is wrong with you? And it's like, where is she? She's in a secret locked location. Where? I'm not telling you.
It's definitely not that Greek looking place over there.
I'm like, well, at least she's got a view of the ocean. I'm like, asshole. But I mean, again, this is just one of those things that, apparently everyone in Sect, like, we have Kagami, we have Misaki, and even the old man, they get wind of this. It's like, someone abducted a little girl. It's like, what? And you just see them just like, that's disgusting. That's this and that. Why would like, aren't we an honorable society? Aren't we like this and like, Misaki, I love you, baby, but don't you be throwing stones in a glass house. Especially
when you're throwing stones from inside your own glass house.
Yeah, the next 2 episodes are going to be like, girl, you shouldn't even talk. But there's a reason why that happened. But anyway, everyone is like, it's like, old man, we gotta know. We have to, why would they do this? Why would they? That's so horrible. We have to save the little girl. That's not right. And the old man is just like, look, guys, it's from the higher ups. I can't do anything. I can't say anything. It's the orders that are from above. My hands
man. Like if real Goro was here, he'd be against it. But unfortunately, we're dealing with someone who looks like Goro, but isn't Goro because he's wearing glasses.
Yeah, Mr. This
Superman.
This is not Mr. Steal Your Woman, But like the orders are what the orders are. Like that's it.
Incidentally, everyone working at that restaurant where she's kidnapped at.
No, it's not a restaurant. So the director said, or the old man says, like, look, guys, my hands are tied. You know what he did? He did that Mr. Incredible thing in The Incredibles. That's what he did. He's like, guys, I know but it's a thing of the higher ups. I can't say anything. I can't do anything. I can't say anything.
Yeah.
Now, okay, drop it. Okay, drop it. But you want to know what? You guys are tensed. You guys look a little tired, a little exhausted.
Maybe go to that Greek restaurant over there.
Yeah, you know that Zect has that Greek restaurant out by the ocean, right? I hear they have a really nice view, and I hear that sometimes you could use that place to go relax and maybe get away from it all, and maybe if you don't want to be found, maybe that is a place where you don't want to be found, right? Maybe you don't want
wink.
I am not advising you to go out to the Greek restaurant by the ocean with all the special rooms and towers up there. I would not advise you to go and enjoy the sun, the surf, and the sea salt there. I would not advise you to go up to the very top of the building.
And don't be a hero by ordering the Euro special.
And I would not advise you or even tell you that you might find or may not find what you're looking for there. I would like to tell you more, but my hands are tied up.
Now, excuse me while I go to the restroom with my computer completely opened and unlocked. I'm going to trust you to not look at the computer while I'm away.
Orders from the higher up, okay? There's nothing I can do. It's orders from the higher up. There's nothing I can do. Now, I'm going to go to the bathroom now.
The start button. Do not push the start button.
Yeah.
Don't push the start button.
I would not advise it. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do. And I was like, did he just? Yeah. All right, let's go.
Yeah, so they create the perfect distraction by having Tendo, Masaki, and weirdly enough, Daisuke without his hat. It's probably the only time you ever see him without his hat.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you would keep calling him the hair guy's cousin, the mullet guy, because his hair is like all the way back there.
But even Hiyori gets involved in this because what does Daisuke do? They find him drunk on a slide.
Yeah.
And of course, Tendo gives him
he's lost without Gon. And even Gon, like in the previous episode, like she tries holding Hiyori's hand and she's like, no, it doesn't feel the same without Daisuke.
It doesn't feel like Daisuke's hand. It was like, okay. But again, it's not so much as like, that she loves Daisuke. It's just, again, it's a maternal thing that she just feels safe. And this is kind of like someone of family that she could trust.
But also she's worried that he's going to run into traffic or get lost in the ditch if she's not there to guide him.
It's kind of like, like the girl walking her dog, and it's a very small girl with the Great Dane, and it's like, the Great Dane's protecting her. I'm more protecting him because he's kind of stupid.
Yeah, like just so that we're clear, the 10-year-old girl is the parent in this situation. And by the way, like I really hate the excuse of I can't have a kid with me because it would keep me from advancing my career. Like I get it, you work with women and stuff, but you could just say that like you're her uncle or something. Like your sister, her mom died in a bus accident, so you're stuck taking care of her. Like you're being a responsible parent, but it's not your biological child. Just so that we're clear, it would certainly feel a little bit less sus than I picked her up from a ditch.
Yeah, look, some people have asked me that, like, would I ever have children? And I have firmly said since I was like past the age of 18, it was no. As the years have gone by, I have softened to the idea. Mm-hmm. But I'm very picky as to whom. Like
you'd have a child with see
a rule I live by, and I've lived by this rule ever since. Like I think I might have adopted it or created it when I was like 21. I think is I would never, ever in my life get a girl or a girlfriend pregnant. Ever, never. I could have my fun, and I will take the proper precautionary steps. Hopefully, and also with her as well, whomever it may be. But if I had found that one person, like that we have like years and, have built something, have made something, and it's like, now all right, we're good. We're totally good. We're like, you're expecting. Yes. Mm-hmm. I thought you'd be freaking out. I thought so too, but no, this feels right. See, that's the problem with society today, is that everyone is just like, it's not that I wouldn't take the responsibility. It's just like, this isn't how it should be.
Yeah. Like I'm sort of like the opposite, where like I knew all my life that I want to have kids, and I recognize the responsibility that it comes with. If anything, I kind of hardened in other aspects where, I'm not just gonna like have a kid with just anyone. It's like
it's not a situationship, guys.
It's like I have to has to be someone whom I know that like if I happen to be dead and my kid ends up underneath like a truck, this person would have that moment of adrenaline where they would lift that truck up to save our kid because I'm not able to because I'm dead in this situation.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. In today's society, a lot of situationships have produced, and I feel sorry that a little bit for most because like I don't know. I'm not gonna dive too deep, and that's not what we're here for. But it's like I would if I felt comfortable with the person too, and and if it happened, I'm like great. Other than that, no. And again,
Yeah.
thanks to my nieces and my nephews, obviously it has softened me a little bit to it. But is it happening? Well, I got nobody. I have nothing, so it's not really in the cards now. But I'm like, we'll see what happens. I'm not holding my breath, but
And I'll say this, even if I dated a single parent, what's become very apparent to me based on my experience already having dated a single parent twice is it's very important for me to be able to observe and evaluate the relationship between the parent and the child. And that's because certain people, single parents, have no business being parents. Period. And there's and I've seen I have friends who are poly and friends who are single parents, and I've noticed a certain spectrum when it comes to dating as a single parent. Like on one end, it's like you keep your kid and your personal relationships separate from each other. Like the people you date never meet your kid. Your kid doesn't know any of the people you're dating. Maybe your kid might vaguely find out that you're dating people, but like they're at a distance enough that they know that like I'm not gonna meet this person. I don't need to get my hopes up about anything. It's whatever. But like maybe, but not necessarily. But the point is completely 100% isolated. And then you have the opposite end of the spectrum where like the reason they want to date someone has more to do with the fact that they want to dump their kid onto the person they're dating while they go clubbing with someone else.
Yeah.
Rather than like, oh, I don't know, let's actually be like two responsible parents and a child. Let's be spouses and a child.
Yeah.
And not just like, can you imagine being the emergency contact and not having any legal or biological ties to the child that you're the contact, your emergency contact of? Because that happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's so bizarre, man. And again, it's like, that's why it's important for me. Like, if I dated a single parent, like it's very important that I know what kind of relationship they have with each other before I even consider what kind of relationship I have with the parent, much less with the child. First I need to know what kind of relationship they have, then the kind of relationship I have with the parent, then the parent with then myself with the child. Like it has to be that order, A, B, C. But that's why it's just it would just probably be better to just not date a single parent and just have my own kids when I meet the right person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but with that said, it's like
Goen
is doing really well for herself as a single child.
Yeah. Goen has just been, taking care of Daisuke, I guess, and realizing how like without her, Daisuke is like really, bro, you gotta go space, which is pretty much the premise of this episode. Is so they go to the Zect like
restaurant,
private resort that they own, and it's like, okay, Kageyama, let me ask you this question, dumbass. So you couldn't have taken her to some abandoned warehouse or somewhere else, or maybe in an empty apartment. You have to take her to officially owned Zect like facilities.
Oh, I'm getting deja vu from this.
So are you telling me if we were to do some proper like computer hacking, we probably would have found this out?
Mm-hmm.
How inept are you dumb bastard? Seriously, you're low enough to kidnap a kid, but you're not creative enough to hide her properly. Because it's like, yeah, so the entire crew, both Misaki and Kagami, along with Hiyori, infiltrate the restaurant. They go in and they serve the food. They want to drug everybody, but Tendo, being the the righteous hand of God, is like, no, we're not poisoning people. Well, what are we gonna do? We're gonna give them the itis.
Yeah.
Which is, we're going to make the food so damn good, they're going to eat a lot and forget about what's happening, and they possibly pass out. My God, that's so stupid. It might work.
Yep.
Which it does.
And they actually hinted towards this earlier on, because Juka ate food of Tendo's that was so good she pretended to pass out.
Yeah. When the food's that good and you just keep pounding and scarfing it down. Yeah, no, go ahead, eat. Get your belly's worth, get your belly full. But you're gonna black out right afterwards.
You know what's funny is how this one time in January of 2020, or maybe early February, basically when a bunch of us went to see Sonic the Hedgehog. This was like a year before the actual lockdown. Like a bunch of us, before going to the movie, went to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, and we, honestly, I think I ate more food than everyone else, but somehow I'm the only person who didn't succumb to the itis. So like I'm just like sitting around waiting while everyone's like knocked out. I'm like, guys, we're gonna have to go see the movie in about 2 hours. Maybe we should all wake up, guys.
Wake us up in an hour and a half.
Yeah.
But yeah, they wind up snatching the keys and they go up, and there's Gon up in the tower, and they save her. And I'm like, there's no security. No.
Yeah, that's the weird part. It's like, at least disguise 2 Zek troopers as waiters and just like have 2 of their like arm blasters like underneath a trolley. It's like, hey, you're not. Hey, the sign said Steph only. Who are you?
Yeah, there's nothing. There, none of that is there. So I'm like, so you literally had this little girl, like, no security, no lasers, no nothing, and they just grab her and get away. That's it. That was it. How easy was it to get her? And I just stand there like, wait, what? So what was even the point? Why even? What is even the point of all this? I don't know, but apparently in the previous episode, Gon kind of slandered Tendo about his miso soup, and so he made her like 20 different styles of miso soup to see which one actually like she likes. And out of the 20,
it's the one with tomato.
Well, no, she was like, out of the 20 he made, they're all trash.
Yeah,
they're all garbage. And then Daisuke is like, wait, there's one style you haven't tried, but it's a specific one from the bar I was at last night. Which, they wind up like, wait, so what's the deal with this miso soup? It's because there is a peeled tomato in it. It's just there. It's just a raw tomato that is boiling, letting its natural juices into the miso.
Not even a tomatillo, like specifically a Roma tomato.
Yeah, big fat tomato. And it's like, wait, tomato and miso soup? Yeah, 'tis a thing. I've had it.
Believe it or not, tomato is mostly water. That's why Roma is like the only tomato I can tolerate, because that one actually has a higher fruit to water ratio, as opposed to others where like take a bite into it and all the water spills out and it's like all acidic and your mouth hurts because of how pungent it is.
Yeah, no, it is just that, and it's like, wait, so why is it that? Well, again, Gon has it, and then she's like, "This is it. This is the miso soup." It's like, what is it about this miso soup that is so like? Why is it a thing for you, Gon? Why is it? It's like, yeah. So what's the deal? Well, the bartender says that, well, he didn't used to do it, but there was a customer that kept coming in frequently and that, offered that advice to put a tomato in the miso. And it's like, wait, why? And why is it connecting to Gon? It's because, well, if you hadn't put two and two together, it's the reporter woman who was reporting with Daisuke before.
Yeah.
Now, this whole time, these whole 2 episodes, this reporter girl, who her name is, the actress's name is Junko. The character's name is Junko, but the actress's name is Aya. So,
Crazy. Wait, Aya? You mean like the singer Aya?
No, it's a different Aya.
Okay. Man, I used to have a crush on Aya, the singer.
So Gon's mother is called Junko, not Junka. It's Junko. And there really hasn't been much of like a connection between the two, but apparently because of this miso soup and also a quick phone call, it just like, that's your mom. That's your mom. Because Gon remembers the worm attack that happened. Yeah, did we forget about the worm? Yeah, it's still here. The same worm that attacked the bus and derailed the bus and caused Gon's amnesia, she wasn't alone. She was there with her mom, Junko. But because of the crash, and because of everything that happened, they got separated. And that's when Daisuke found her down by the river in a ditch.
Yeah.
And because of that, Gon has no memory of what happened. Even the same thing with her mom. It's like technically her mom has been looking for her, but she doesn't really quite remember until all this kind of just clicks because of mystical miso soup. And they reunite at the amphitheater where many a Kamen Rider fights and Sentai have happened in the past because of this damn worm.
Yeah.
And because of that, obviously her mom gets caught, and we're like, no, like we think she's gonna die, but then it's like, no, Kabuto comes in and saves her. And then Daisuke tells them both to get away, but then here comes the bee. Here comes Kageyama. And just like you said, Kageyama, did you not read the instruction manual about what it is you could do? Or did you think you just had a cool outfit? You do know you can stop time too, right? Yeah. Because he does give a strike, he does do the whole thing, and then it's like just like I don't know, like tennis or even volleyball for that matter. The shot is reflected and then bounced back to the bee, and he goes running away like a little bitch. What happened to the worm? We killed it. Because Drake actually shot it, killed it, and destroyed it. And then that was before they had reflected the shot back to the bee, and he ran away like a little bitch. But
by the way, fun fact about the mom: she was actually appeared in 3 episodes of Kamen Rider Hibiki, and then later on she would play a celebrity astronaut in 2 episodes of Kamen Rider Forza.
And Forza, yes,
in the Aquarius 2-parter.
She's one of those faces that has been regular in Toko for a very long time. Like, she's either background or as a episode character, but she has done a lot. I think she also does a lot of behind the scenes stuff too.
Yeah.
But yeah, because of this, both daughter and mother are reunited, and we find out that Gon isn't Gon's name.
Mhm.
Gon's name, I have it right here.
It starts with a Y.
Yuriko.
Ha! See, I was right.
Yuriko Takayama. That
could this be a reference to what's called Human Tackle? I doubt it, but what a crazy coincidence.
I mean, the thing is that, yeah, both mom and daughter are reunited, and they now are together, living their lives. But the thing is what we have not mentioned is that
she lost her memory of Daisuke.
Throughout these 2 episodes, Gon has been like, I want to know, but I don't at the same time, because if I remember, then I might forget Daisuke, which I don't think that's how memories work, darling, but yeah, apparently that's how memories work in this world. Because
I can't wait to discuss Agito for a certain 2-part episode.
But yeah, both daughter and mother are reunited, and Daisuke is happy about this. He does get one quote-unquote final time that he sees Gon, but Gon doesn't remember him because it's not Gon that he's talking to. This is Ruriko that he's talking to, and Yuriko doesn't know Daisuke. And so pretty much Junko is about to say something, but Daisuke's like, no, it's okay. I don't know. It's fine. It's whatever. I was just in awe of how pretty this little girl is, and she'll grow up to be something one day. And he rides off, and that's the end of the episode. And this is obviously farewell to Gon, because it is true. Gon is gone. Yuriko is now back with her mom. And even though we still have more episodes where the character Ruriko and Gon will come back, right now there's going to be a very large chunk of no Gon. And with doing the research for for these 2 episodes, it is confirmed that Gon is returning for the 20-year special of Kamen Rider Kabuto. Except it's not the same actress. It's not, which I kind of like, what? I demand that it be the same actress. The thing is that I guess the girl that they get to be adult Gon, which by this point in the timeline, she's 28 years old. I think it's not the same actress. It's another regular actress who has been on Gaim and Drive and just one of those episodes. But it is kind of like, BS.
You okay?
That are gone. Our little girl didn't come back.
Yeah.
She's only 30 at this point. So I want to know why we didn't get Gon to come back for the special. Because apparently Gon is getting married in the 20-year special. To who, I don't know. But yeah. For now, it is fair as goodbye Gon. And before the episode ends, we see a scorpion on top of Tokyo Tower. Why is there a scorpion on top of Tokyo Tower?
Yeah, something feels really suspicious about that. Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason, it's like, wait, why is there a scorpion up in Tokyo Tower? What's going on? Well, that's what.
Also, why is it a scorpion? Like, shouldn't it be an insect?
Yeah, scorpions are not insects.
Mm-hmm. They're arachnids.
But, yes, now we go on to episode 19. Scorpion Millionaire, which Doesn't work as well as Slumdog Millionaires, but whatever. Now, if you follow me on my Insta and you do see me post some regular stuff, which I do. Today, some people did reach out to me and say, "Wait, what was that last post about? What do you mean about that last post about the review and what was going on?" Look, let me drop you some Toko facts here. We do know that these are actors. These are people who act for a living. So they do other roles in other shows outside of Japanese sci-fi. So is it crazy that years later, while being known as a certain character, they would be infamously known for another character, which this is more of the psychotic version of that character, but really is kind of a typecasting.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Yeah. What did I mean with the final post? Well, I'm going to tell you what I meant with the final post as we get into episode 19 of it. So,
Scorpion Millionaire.
We are introduced to a new character out of nowhere. We start off at a mansion, a very Victorian style mansion. Which, do they have those in Japan? Really? We meet Kimishiro. I'm not bothering with his full name.
Tsurugi is.
I will get to this point when we get there. I will call him a different name from now on every time I see him on this show. But as of right now, he is just Kimishiro. And who is this guy? Apparently, he comes from a long line of blue bloods.
Yep.
Which means his family is of generational wealth. What do I mean, generational wealth?
Oblige noblesse.
He's got a monocle in his eye, people. He doesn't need glasses. He just needs the one glass. That's how rich he is. He's got fuck you money. In fact, I think his family invented fuck you money.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't call him sir, they don't call him they call him the young lord. Well, only one person does, but whatever. And it's like, wait. So he's rich? Yes. Other than Daisuke and Kageyama, are majority of the people who are Kamen Riders in this show, are they rich? Or they got money?
Well, Daisuke clearly doesn't.
No, outside of Daisuke. But I'm like, Sho seemed to have had money since he was like in an executive position. Tendo, I'm still like, is Tendo rich? Or does he just live there? Like, is his family, does he come from a rich family? I don't know. When you have a place called the Tendo Estates, I'm like, that means money, I think. But now we got like fuck you money with this guy. As to why we're focusing on Kimishiro, it's not really made clear as of why yet.
But while going on a delightful limousine ride with his butler, who's neither Alfred Pennyworth or Watari,
of all things, I have not seen that style of limo in years. An old Cadillac limo. You know how much those things are costing? What that costs?
Yeah. Do they still make Lincoln limos?
What most limos I see now are just like piece of shit, like SUV ones. I'm like, no. If you pulled up in a Cadillac limo, I'm like, holy crap, we got money.
Hummer limos aren't that interesting to be honest.
Got Hummers, we got SUVs. Don't give me that garbage, man. Give me the classic Cadillac.
I bet you within the next 5 years, someone's gonna make a Cybertruck limo.
Oh, sweet Jesus!
No. Like Cybertrucks as is already look stupid.
Look,
but
look, my truck is pretty badass. I'm not gonna, but at least I don't try to make it look badass. Not like these freaking Tesla truck people that are like just trying to like they got cyber truck nuts on them. Like, dude, you're not looking badass. You're looking stupid. Like my truck is like 2-3 models above the baseline, but that thing couldn't even go over a rock. He'd probably break it. But either or, why are we focusing so much on this blue-blooded bastard? It's because he was summoned to the beach. And why is he there? Because there are worms, and he is the owner of the scorpion that we saw the last episode.
Yeah, they get stopped by a police officer, and the police officer gets marked by the worm. It's like, oh, thank God. I thought that police officer was never going to go away. And thank you for making my job of finding you much easier.
He's so annoying. My God, just because we're speeding, we're important people here, okay? We got places to be, unlike you, Kamen Rider. So let us through. And it's like, the poor bastard literally got shanked from the back.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that sucks. But yeah, we see that. Yeah, Kimishiro here is
Tsurugi.
Is the scorpion wielder. He is the guy who is of the scorpion. And all right.
So remember how I said that Zabi and Drake had the best mask forms? Say hello to my least favorite mask form. It looks so damn messy. Like, jeez.
God. What, like, they're just like, guys, how do we make this look like
as stupid and complicated as possible?
It's like wires and tubes and whatnot. I'm like, why?
See, at least the tubes made sense on Drake. It looks like a scuba gear. But what are these tubes for?
Here's the thing about scorpions, and this is a thing about them that not a lot of people understand. Very few species of scorpion have poison. Very few.
Yeah. They mostly just shank you with their tail.
A scorpion mainly is an ambush predator because it grapples you, pins you down, and uses its tail to stab at you repeatedly. It's literally stabbing you to death. Only the small variations, like the very small luminescent glow-in-the-dark scorpions, are known within the greater USA to be poisonous. If you find a black one, if you find like one that's like your palm of your hand, or even like just this area not extended, you're fine. You're gonna get pinched, you're gonna get stabbed, but you're not gonna die.
Yeah, I've held scorpions before.
Yeah, those ones, they're poison. Scorpions are not. Majority of them are not poisonous. Unless
like tarantulas are not poisonous.
Unless you're dealing with the smaller, very small ones. That, why do they have poison? It's because that's their only line of defense. Mm-hmm. I mean, that size, that big, at least the big one, when you get stung, it's like getting stung by a bee. You're like, God damn it. But a small little thing like that, you'd be like, ow. But again, it's laced with poison, so kind of a bad. Your hand's gonna start swelling up the size of a football. So, the whole premise of these tubes and whatnot for the cast cast stop, it's like, oh, that looks stupid. That just looks dumb. And obviously, it's like, we have a butler and his master.
Yes, and it's kind of funny because here we have a butler, and then Tendo becomes a butler,
and it's like, so wait. We have the corporate suit, which is the B. We've had the vagabond, which is Drake, and now there's a rich kid who officially works for Zek, because we do see Best Boy Himbo write a check for, I think the total was about $3 million or more. I don't know. I'm just like, what? Wait, you get paid? Do the others get paid?
I don't get paid.
Yeah, it's like
Kagami doesn't get paid.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, like, yeah, everyone else is like, they're taking up second jobs and working in cafes just to make ends meet, and you're telling me that this one guy gets $3 million for knocking off 5 worms? What the? Okay,
See, like, I remember there was a woke deodorant commercial. I feel like that commercial was wasted on like the protagonist of that commercial. That deodorant commercial should have been used here, because it's like Masaki works her butt off trying to fight like 10 worms without becoming a writer. She doesn't get paid squat. This dude just shows up 19 episodes in, only kills 5 worms, and he gets $3 million.
Yeah. But apparently this kid does not work well with others. In fact, how dare you speak to him at all? Like, talk about just like, being up on your high horse, for God's sake. This kid kind of sees himself as like literally from the heavens.
And goddamn, those orange tubes in this vast form really bother me.
Yeah.
Like they go from like way out here, from like far away from his shoulders, and then they wrap around to his wrist. I'm like, isn't that going to limit your mobility or something?
I don't know. He's been doing great so far, and I'm like, you know what? This guy, this person is such like, if there was ever like someone to portray a stuck-up rich kid, it's definitely this guy. And this guy is none other than Yusuke Yamamoto
from live action or on Host Club.
There you go. Yep.
Literally the first guy you see in the opening sequence.
There you go. Yes.
Literally the first guy.
That's what I meant when I posted that. They're like, wait, what do you mean about, like, are you serious? Take a good look at this guy. Take a good look at Sussword, and then take a look at name
Tsurugi.
No. Tamaki. Do they not look similar? It's like, yes. 6 years from now, from this timeline of this show, Yusuke is going to be cast in the live action 2012 Orin High School Host Club series as Tamaki, which is who's Tamaki? He's the blonde one, the very the leader of the group, the massive, like, will they won't they with Haruhi thing. And it's like, wait, I thought Haruhi was a boy. No, really, you couldn't tell it was a girl?
Yeah. But moving right along, Kagami learns that his hometown's football team is playing today, and they're looking for replacements. Like, I can't play football. Oh, okay. How about you, Tendo? Do you want to play football? I'm down. And it just so happens that in the rival football team, they have Tsurugi. And if you've ever seen Digimon Adventure 2, when
it's
Daisuke and Ken both like fight each other on the football
his name is
pitch.
Davis. It's not Daisuke, it's Davis.
In the English dub. And so yeah, we all have that Drake Whiplash.
Pretty much was that. It was pretty much that. And I'm like, no, I just see Tendo going against Tamaki here. That's what I'm gonna call him now. I'm not gonna call him Kimishiro. He's Tamaki from now on. I'm calling him Tamaki. I'm not letting that Orin High School Host Club crap go.
Yeah.
As someone who has cosplayed from Orin High School Host Club back in the day, we did the live action version. We didn't do the anime version. Which, fun fact, for all you people wanting to know, did you know that there were also 4 tokusatsu actors in that show, post and pre their debut series? The Orin High School Host Club live action was in 2012. We have Gosei Red Alta as Honey Senpai. We have what's his face from Geki Ranger. Was it Ran? Geki Blue? Ron and his twin brother are the twins.
Oh, Retsu,
yes. So those two were the twins in this show. And finally, we have Yusuke as the Sword, but there was one more actor that was not technically in the main group, but in a side character status, but would later be known as the greatest Kingu of all Sentai. We had none other than Kyoryu Red being the occultist of the Occult Cat Club with his cat sock puppet. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. 3 Sentai actors, 4 technically, and a Kamen Rider in this show. And this is before Kyoryuger and even like post Goseiger and Geki Ranger. So a lot of people, a lot of live action Toku fanatics watched this show just to see the interactions. And man, I said this is probably better than the anime ever was. I said it, the live action was better. But yeah, there you go. If you're a fan of Toko and you want to see a little bit more, go watch Orin High School Host Club 2012. But yes, we have our soccer match. The World Cup is over, guys. Give it a rest. But it didn't stop there.
But don't you know the football's going on forever? Watch the football. It's going to move.
We went from football to basketball to volleyball to
surprisingly to kendo and then bowling.
We also had ping pong. I'm surprised we weren't throwing darts.
Basically, anything that wouldn't show up on ESPN 8, the Ocho, like you could do an entire 24-hour block of just Tendo versus Tsurugi. ESPN 8, the Ocho.
Yeah, Tamaki, chill the fuck out. The thing is with Tamaki in this show,
I'm the best of 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 the best.
He is full of himself. He is literally the like stereotype of a snobbish rich kid, and that only the worthy are able to talk to me and teach me and whatever. And he is just a brat this whole time through. We do kind of get somewhat of a redeeming quality of him because it's like, wait, you're rich. Why the hell are you even fighting the worms? Why do you even care? It's because he blatantly states that he hates worms and that he wants to exterminate them. And it's like, wait, why? We do get a little bit of answer to that in this episode of a dream that he has of a young girl in a rose field and she gets attacked by a worm. All we know is that her name is Mika. And this dream is so bad, it's so horrible that it's causing him to freak out and scream that his loyal butler is like, seriously, this could be like his grandfather, technically, that he is by his side carrying him and trying to soothe him back to sleep.
I'm
So,
almost surprised that he's not played by the actor who plays live action Watari, who was also an Ultraman Cosmos. But hey, a good butler's a good butler. I'm not gonna fault that.
yeah, the butler possibly is like the best part. Just whenever like they go back to the house, like just
And heck, it could be worse. At least it's not Bernard.
yeah.
Fuck Bernard.
He's
He's the real villain of the Sam Raimi trilogy.
Yeah, apparently he is the butler's name is Jaya.
Yeah, Bachama or something like that.
Yeah, the character's name is Jaya. That's his butler. And sadly, the actor who portrayed him has passed away. He passes away on the 27th of August in 2020. So he has not been with us for 6 years at the age of 87.
Was it COVID?
Not sure.
Because I know that the actor who played Tsurumi had COVID for like 6 weeks, but he survived. As did. But honestly, what out of all the Toku actors to get COVID, I think the scariest one was Kirame Red, just because he is literally the Red Ranger of that year, and he's like canonically the youngest of the team. So it's like, damn, that would be horrible.
That would have been something if we had lost him.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't really get a really strong sense of Tamaki in this episode, other than him just wanting to be the best and being better than anyone else. And it's kind of hard when you're dealing with also another narcissist, but not a narcissist, which is Tendo. But the thing with Tendo is he doesn't brag about his skills or whatever. He actually shows that he can do it. Which, again, he may have lost to Tamaki a couple of times, but he came back and beat him. So it's like, yeah, there's one that's humbled and one that's not. Both of you are rich, maybe. I think one of you for sure is. The other one, I'm still trying to figure that out. What else happened here? Well, he already passed out at the bowling alley because it got so boring. I'm like, yeah, I get it. Yeah. I get it. They don't have cheese fries at Japanese bowling.
Yeah.
That's what sucks.
Yeah, like the best bowling alleys are the ones that have the best food programs. It's like, forget the lanes, forget like the those brackets on the sides for like the weaker bowlers. You know who you are. It's like the best bowling alleys are the ones that have good food programs, and anyone could do the most basic bitch like chicken strips and fries, but like when you have like really good pizzas, I don't mean that frozen crap in an air fryer. I mean like hand pulled pizza, good New York style pizza at a bowling alley. You know you got yourself a really good bowling alley. But yeah, also Masaki is involved in some kind of cat burglar situation.
Yeah. So you know when we said don't throw stones in a glass house? We don't really get why, but apparently within this episode, we do get a subplot of a mysterious Lupin-esque figure robbing places.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, we don't really see or know why. It's just like, wait, why are we dealing with a cat burglar? What's going on? Well, there is a small little, like not even a minute long in this episode, where we do get to see the worm of this episode. Kind of looks like a spiny spider, but some guy on a bike takes a girl's purse, and then this worm winds up running interference and killing the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, put a pin in that. we have a notorious cat burglar stealing from high-end jewelry stores, from banks, from the rich, fuck the rich, from anywhere that, like, obviously, and the thing is, this is getting reported, it's getting on the news and whatnot, and it's like, oh, okay. What's the deal with us focusing on this cat burglar, though? Is the cat burglar the worm? Is the cat burglar, like, involved with maybe Tamaki over here? It's not really said. We do get a kind of a bumbling act with it, with the fact that the cat burglar does kind of get semi-caught, but does wind up evading police and using smoke bombs and everything to escape, and Tendo kind of running interference, but not really, because he hears sirens and it's like, oh, something's going on over there. And we just see Kagami, like, going through, like, surveillance cameras and whatnot, and here comes Best Girl Misaki. Her hand is all bandaged up, and just by pure bullshit, Kagami finds that our mysterious Lupin character is Best Girl Misaki. And I'm just like, okay, I didn't see that one coming. Like, does Zek really pay you guys shit that, like, you gotta resort to, well, unlike Kagami, you're not gonna go work in a cafe, you're actually stealing stuff that's actually worth money. I'm like, Misaki, baby, you got some explaining to do. Please tell me what is going on here. Yeah. Why? We don't know why right now. All we know is that Kagami is, like, telling everyone, it's like, bro, I think she's a cat burglar. I think, like, that she's gotta be. It's like, and yeah. Now you're always like, wait, why of all this? Why even? I don't get it. I don't understand. Yeah, that has nothing to do here or there. It's going to be explained next episode. Mm-hmm. Although we do get a little interaction with the worm and Kabuto towards the end of the show. And that's when Tamaki shows up with his scorpion and transforms into Sasword. He finally does the cast off, which, thank you very much. That thing was hideous to look at. But we finally get to see the actual Kamen Rider. And this happens to be one of, I mean, not so much a fan favorite for the cast on, but for the cast off. Behind most popularity polls, The Bee and Sasword are actually in the top of favorite Kamen Rider outfits of this era. But apparently, Sasword is not just here to fight the worm. He also starts fighting Tendo.
Yeah. Not gonna lie though, the purple color scheme with the cyan visor, great color combination. But again, not a fan of the rider suit design, just because like the main part of the helmet is pretty good, but the scorpion tail, making that asymmetrical ponytail, just looks horrendous. Rest of the body, not vibing with it. But that tail going around his thigh, not bad. Gives me Ryuki vibes. But again, other than the main part of the helmet, not a fan of this rider form.
Yeah, I mean, I like it so far. It's going well with me, and it has been on top popularity polls. So obviously, Tamaki, the character of Kamishiro, is not. But I mean. Anyway, yeah, so that leads into our final episode review, episode 20, A Jiraiya, or Gia, which is the man going to the butler. So, yeah, there is literally no reason for Tamaki over here to even consider fighting Tendo. Because even so, Tendo kind of knocks him down and saying, Grandma once said, a man who fights hot-headedly is not a man.
Yeah, like, your grandma was not a noble, but mine was. So Screw you, ground. Oh, hell no.
See, that's the thing, Tamaki. Why are no one's told you to fight against Kabuto? No, you heard of him, you know of him.
Even Zack did not order you to fight him.
But why the hell did you decide to go? It's like, no, because he beat you at bowling. He beat you at ping pong. That's why you want to kill him? Okay, yeah.
You didn't even beat him at it. They tied.
You proved no. Well, still, that's a loss for him because he doesn't see a tie. He sees a loss. See, that's what's proven to you, Tamaki, is that you are a piece of shit. You are a child. You can't accept that there is someone who might be at your level or maybe slightly better than you. Because you've been told your whole life that you are special, that you are like God's golden boy. You are no one can touch you. Tendo can. And he's not even rich, I don't think. But to you, that's why you were gonna kill him. Because he's like, no one can beat me. I'm the best. I'm like, who said you were? It's like that little kid that everyone's like, oh, he's so like, what did this kid do? Why is he amazing? You guys, that's why it's like there's nurturing and then there's coddling.
And it's funny how bad the advice is. It's like grandmother said this: men should be angry as boiling water is but vapor. Meanwhile, he's like, Gia said this: men are fiery. A flame needs to be lit early, or else it will miss the fireworks. It's like, first of all, fireworks has to be carefully timed. You can't just like light the fuse early because then your fingers are gonna blow off. It's like that's just okay. Gia might be like, honestly, Gia's one of the better characters in the show, but even for Gia, that's terrible advice. And again, you're right. He is being coddled. And that's the problem. It's like, and I love how, well, we're going to discuss like character development in the future, but coddling does inhibit one's ability to burn independently.
Hey, this is why I'm like, Futahara, I get that you wanted to be Sasword, but I couldn't see you being this bratty.
Yeah, like hot-headed, sure, but not bratty.
I'm not knocking your acting prowess, Futahara. But I'm seriously like, I don't know how I would feel if I saw Solsuke acting this way. I mean, this would have been an amazing start for his career, obviously. But I think in getting Gohan Red was probably more better for him than
it was a better deal. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Tamaki just walks off like whatever. And it's just like, yeah, all right, go be a brat, go whine and complain, go back to your mama, and of course, throughout the episode, it really is a shit show with this kid.
Yeah,
it really is, because even the most simplest of like tasks for him to do, he is just so full of himself that go down to market, just grab some groceries. I'm gonna buy out the whole store just for me, just because.
That's the kind of thing that So would do, but if he had the FU money. But So would not buy the entire store. He would just buy every unit of one specific ingredient. But yeah, no, this is worse than So, because just the one ingredient. No, I'll buy the whole store.
Yeah, like decisions are for commoners. Like, just give me everything, and I'll figure it out later.
Yeah, I think there was even like a line from what's it called? From Parks and Rec where Tom says, it's like, if my phone dies, I just buy a new phone.
Yeah. It's so like, oh my god, this kid is just so coddled, and so like he can't even like do a simple thing like pick up like a loaf of bread. He's gonna buy the whole bakery. He's gonna do it like that. Like, that's how out of touch he is. Like, that's like literally a metaphor for the rich. It's like, oh, these commoners. I'm like, what the fuck do you know about the common people? What do you know what goes on? Like, yeah, everyone's here. There's the line. Get in the back of the line. Like, you just cut and you just like you literally jaywalked and caused a 20-car pileup because I walk where I walk, and cars should not be in my path of walking. You literally caused an accident that Juka, best sis Juka, was in the car that was part of the accident, and she got hurt. It's like this guy had no respect for anybody or anything, to the point that his butler has to get down on his hands and knees and literally give the like, oh my God, he is literally giving the begging I'm sorry like pose. Like, in Japanese culture, if you get down on your hands and knees and bow your head to the ground, you know you fucked up. You know that, like, that is the biggest, like, you fucked up moment. But yeah, you didn't do anything. It's not you. It's this bratty piece of shit. He doesn't care. He doesn't. He would. I swear, he would probably go home, take off his shoes, and be like, burn the shoes because they were outside in the common, and get me the same shoes. They don't make them anymore. Then buy me expensive shoes. Like, that's just how much of a piece of shit he is. Even to the point when the cops do catch him and they do arrest him, he doesn't really care because it's just like, whatever. I'm like, boy, you are this close of getting thrown in jail. Like, really? Like, seriously, you don't give two shits. It must be nice. I wish I had that kind of money. I really do. But it's so much that, like, yeah, Tendo does wind up hearing that Juka was in a car accident. She's okay. She's fine. Just a little bump on the head, you know? But yeah, wait, you hurt Juka? And this, yeah, do you remember what happened when they killed John Wick's dog?
Yep.
Yeah.
I was waiting for this moment.
Yeah. We're having our John Wick moment.
Yeah.
Because Tendo decides, after Gia decides to, like, literally not. See, this is the problem. You should be laying into this kid. You should be like, what is wrong with you? And he would probably respect that of you. But you don't. Instead, Gia, you coddle him, and you're like, it's all right. It's you didn't know. You're like, no, it took Tendo coming up to him and literally punching him in the damn face. And it's like, why? Why? Because the accident you caused, you piece of shit, my little sister was in that car. And that's when it, like, I don't know, I guess it just dawned on him that you have a sister? And he just starts bawling his eyes out and says, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I was like, and Tendo, I'm like, Tendo, hit him again. Hit him again. Punch him again. Do something. It's like, no. He's just like, nope, one's enough. Yeah. Oh, wait, okay. But it's like, wait, why was that a thing with Tamaki? Why did that hit so hard with him? It's because we do get a little bit more information about the dream that he had, that the girl, Mika, that was in his dream was the girl that was his sister. His sister was killed by a worm. And in the rose field of all things. That's why he said blatantly that I hate roses. I don't wish to see roses. I don't want even to know they exist. It's because he lost his sister to the worm. And that's why he has vowed vengeance against them. Which, again, knowing that he hurt Tendo's little sister, now he feels like shit because the same pain that you went through, you caused to someone else. So, fuck you, Tamaki. Let's see. Oh, so we continue on with our Lupin the Third stage play. But now we found out that, yeah, it is Misaki. She did tell Kagami and confirmed it. And it's like, everyone is like, yeah, Kagami, you need to sit down for a minute. We need to talk.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, apparently everybody has known this for God knows how long, that Misaki is the mysterious.
Even Juka, Gon, So, and Kagami's younger brother who died years ago.
They all knew that she was. And it's like, but why? I can't tell you why, Kagami. We just can't. But, I mean, if you want to join us, and Rob, I'm like, hey, Kagami, it'll probably make, like, you'll probably get a year's salary out of one night. So, I don't know. I do it. I do, especially if you got, the not only Misaki but also the old man and a lot of premium toys to help you get away with this, which they do: smoke guns, grappling hooks, like the mist thingies that detect lasers. It's like, have you guys been doing this since episode 1 or what? What is this? Why? Why, of all things? Why are you doing it? And it's like, well, I can't tell you why, but we're just doing it. And there is a reason why. There is a reason. Because the next hit that they do is, of course, at Tamaki's house, where just like in many, many Lupin cases, a note is dropped off saying that they're hitting the house tonight and they're coming after precious heirlooms. What that is, we don't know.
I appreciate that I actually finished reading R.C. Lupin, Gentleman Thief by LeBlanc earlier this week. And it's fun how like he and Sherlock Holmes, not to be confused with Sherlock Holmes due to legal reasons, they actually crossed paths on the train station before Sherlock could even like investigate the missing furniture.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, regardless. What? Why? Mm-hmm. That is the question. Why has Misaki turned to a life of crime? Why has and even so, like the word has gotten out in Zect that it happens to be someone, that the Phantom Thief is someone who works for Zect. Why does it matter to Zect? Why does it matter to them?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like, well, what happens if they do? I mean, like, Zect is going to turn in the Phantom Thief. Doesn't really seem like news breaking. That would actually be bad for Zect if a world class renowned thief was in your midst. But they just let it happen, and of course, who is here to fuck it all up? It's none other than
Kagami.
Kageyama. Kagami is actually, because remember, Tamaki Senpai works for Zect. So Kagami does run and talk to Sasort, our Tamaki, to tell him, hey, we got your back. We're going to have like our drones, which they don't do that. And it's like, well, now Kagami is now part of the team. Tendo is part of the team. And it's like, we're going to rob this antique heirloom statue. It's like, okay. But why? And why is it so valuable? Doesn't look that valuable, but I guess it is. And of course, Kageyama decides to run interference and captures Misaki, which is not clever. It's actually stupid, because why? Remember when I said that there was a worm in this episode and the worm had attacked the purse snatcher, which was very random for a worm to do? Yeah. Apparently the worm, this particular worm, attacks felons. It attacks criminals freshly out of prison. Doesn't matter. If they were in prison for whatever it is, this worm, if they cause any trouble, this worm apparently goes and attacks those guys or people, whomever it is. So Misaki, best girl that she is, thought up, well, instead of us constantly chasing after it, why don't we make it come chase after me? What if we make the persona of the Phantom Troop, of the Phantom Thief, and so it comes after me? That's brilliant. But of course, the fanboy over here just has to fuck it up.
Mm-hmm.
Because next thing you know, the whole damn mansion is swarmed with worms, and it's like, do you even have any like where's your duppy? Where is it? He doesn't transform. He doesn't do anything. In fact, he goes running.
Yeah.
So stupid. And yeah, so obviously Kabuto and Susord transform and fight, and we do get a finishing move with Susord, which is the Rider Slash. Not Rider Kick, not Rider Shot, it's Rider Slash.
Mm-hmm.
With that, it destroys the worm, and yeah.
Zubi does fight like 5 of the worms, but yeah,
We don't
yeah. What? Who cares? Like he still let the adult one escape. You know.
Yeah, but they do kill it. They do wind up killing it, and that's it. And it's like, you know, they Tamaki and Tendo do have a moment together. It's like, you know, kind of like revealing that you know, the reason why is that a worm killed his sister and that he's gonna try to go after it, and that's his mission. That's his mission, is to find the
some arachnid worm killed his sister. A scorpion worm, in fact. What are the odds that a guy's sister is killed by a scorpion worm and then becomes a scorpion rider to avenge his sister?
See, the thing is that what was weird about it is that, okay, so it's a scorpion, but out of nowhere, after the transformation happens, Tamaki has a little bit of like one of those random pulse attacks where he like, well, first off, he's out in the woods, and next thing you know, he's in a subway.
Yeah.
And it's like, did he just teleport? Whatever. Anyway, so he's like having like kind of like a heart attack or something is going on.
Panic attack.
And he's just like, he's here. I know he's here. He's got, like, I can feel it. I know this only happens when he's here. And I'm like, okay. And we do get flashbacks of the attack of what happens. Now, we only ever saw it was a worm. We didn't know what kind of worm. We didn't see the worm. We didn't see any like distinctive characteristics of it until this moment when they pull the camera back and we see a scorpion stinger on its head.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, it's like, wait, so it was a scorpion worm that killed your sister, and now you're the scorpion to avenge your sister.
Yep.
Wrong. Tamaki turns into the scorpion. Mm-hmm. And it's not even a full moon.
Yep.
He is the worm. He is the guy he's been looking for.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell? We'll have to find out later. But that's it. That's the end of this review for Kamen Rider Kabuto 17 through 20. Ooh. Oh my God. A lot happened here today.
Yep.
A lot happened. Gon or Yukari is gone. So let her live a happy life. Daisuke is gone for now, but we'll see what happens. And now we have an annoying rider that replaces everyone else, and who is also the red herring.
Mm-hmm.
In all, just to wrap it up, I will say that this particular section, I'm going to give it all 10s. They're in through.
Oh yeah, no, these are
give it all.
this is like a perfect set of 4 episodes.
Yes, because we got opening and closing story. Well, technically we have one that's still open, but giving us a semi ending to Gon and where she is now, bless her heart. But now we get more about Tamaki and what's going on with him, and just the character building, the story wise. I mean, the sub part with the Phantom Thief, that was actually entertaining to see. Best Girl Misaki, just like, like stealing stuff, and then Kagami getting involved, and then the escape route that they took, especially the old man shooting the smoke grenades at the police so they can get away. It's like, what were we? Well, they're not going to make Ocean's 11, but I mean, they're getting there.
Yeah,
they're getting there. Overall, like these two, this section was very entertaining to watch. It did not feel like a slog. Like, oh, okay. So yeah, it's a perfect 10 for me of these sets of episodes, which I barely ever do.
Yeah, honestly, we rarely give perfect 10s to episodes in general, much less 2 consecutive episodes, but 4. Yeah, it's really well done. Like when you have like a well executed 2-part episode where the first episode is engaging enough that you actively want to see what happens next. Yep. And then part 2 gives you a satisfying second half. And then you do it twice. But yeah, no, but for real though, Tsurugi is one of the more annoying. Actually, when you really think about it, all of the writers from this season are actually knuckleheads in one way or another. The question is, what's your favorite flavor of knucklehead?
Yeah, well, again, Susword is like, again, Tamaki is just that unbearable one, It's like, I mean, yeah, they're all dumbasses, but it's like, this is the I'm not a dumbass. Oh, you're like the dumbass. Like, but yeah, we'll have to see what happens because I feel like something's gonna happen to his beloved butler.
Yeah,
maybe that'll finally change him and make him better. Who knows?
Yeah, but no, like the butler's gonna be one of the better characters, just like Gon and Juka.
Well, I mean, that's it for us right there. But what do the people have to say?
Alrighty, so believe it or not, our first comment comes from someone that you and I know very well, a mutual acquaintance of ours from 15 years ago, I'd say. Yep. Chris.
Oh, yes, it's Junior. Yeah, baby. Yeah. There he is. There's my boy.
Yo, what's up? How you doing? You guys, y'all ready for PMC? Aren't we?
No. When are we ever?
No.
I have a hotel room. I mean, if that's what you mean, but in terms of preparations, not quite. We got to do that con crunch.
Yeah. Not gonna lie though, one of my fondest memories of PMC last year, aside from my interview with well, let's just say that doesn't involve doing an interview, was the fact that like you, me, Chris, and everyone else from the squad reconnected and stuff. Yeah, I wonder, like, do either of you guys still talk to like Dana and Chantal? I wonder what they're up to. Yeah, remember with the glasses?
Yeah. Well, yeah, and not as of recently. We've all been pretty busy, but yeah, no. Chantel's always just been by my side always.
Yeah, no, like unofficially, I met you through her because it's like like you were part of her group. When we took that photo from like 3 months before you and I met properly.
Junior here is actually one of the people that how I became friends with Johnny because he was part of the street team for his band back.
Oh yeah, like he's been part of the crew like much more intimately and for longer than the rest of us. Like he was part of the crew before I joined, and he stayed part of the crew well after.
Every time that we've all hung out, you know, with we go have dinner, we have dinner with Johnny or whomever. Like there have been times that it's like, oh yeah, no, Johnny's here. Cat Sutherland is here. Like someone's here. Like, what the? I'm like, and that's how I got to meet everybody was because of Junior here. So bless his heart. Every time I'm in Pasadena, I let him know that I'm nearby, and he lets me know, and we all get together. So
I was really happy to be reunited last year.
So in case we want to do a little con get together, whatever, we will do that. But,
it'd be cool to get the entire team back together.
As of right now, it's all about con crunch now. Mm-hmm. We have to con crunch to get everything ready.
Get the whole team back together. Junior, I'm trying to remember her name. Amanda, I think it was. Dana, Chantal, that one blonde girl I never learned the name of. That one dude who always wears the Mega Man helmet. Everyone.
Yeah. It's confirmed. I do have a hotel. I do have a pass, so I will be there all weekend in Pasadena. I might go a day early, but yeah, I'm gonna be there, but we're not ready yet.
What day are you guys gonna see Legend of the White Dragon? I don't know what day specifically, but hopefully.
Are those like? Is that just like any time in the movie, or is that a specific time and event that they're doing that? I mean, I heard there's going to be like I thought
it was gonna be like a theatrical thing, so I just figured.
Well, because they're doing it at the movie theater at the Regal that's right there by the convention. But, like there's also like a supposedly a dance or something or some type of party that's going on. Like, is that like ticketed? Is that VIP? Because that's what I thought the White Ranger thing was too.
Yeah, I would like to find more details, but yes, hopefully eventually.
What's the deal with that? Yeah. Send us a DM, please. I want to know.
Send us more deets.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're on the list. We need the info.
Yeah, the two of us are embarrassed enough that we didn't go to the red carpet for Spades.
Yeah, I had tickets to go see Spades, and of course I had to work that night. So that
and me, I got the week wrong.
So someone send us someone from the con send us information, please. We're on the guest list apparently, and we don't even know what is up or down. So let us know, please, of the White Ranger and all that.
Yeah, Tendo can do no wrong. Now, I like to think.
Well, I mean,
I like to think of it like that one joke Aziz Ansari made. I think it was about Jay-Z. I could be wrong. Maybe it's not Jay-Z, but let's assume it is Jay-Z as a placeholder name. It's like, if Jay-Z slips on a banana peel with one leg, somehow his other leg also slips on the banana peel such that he just slides across and gets where he needs to more quickly without actually losing his balance. He is that good.
I mean,
bet Aziz said it better, but still.
Tendo, you've grown on me, but you still frighten me with your random Bible passages that you do.
Yeah. Hey, it could be worse. At least it's not Kagami's dad's Bible passages.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. You notice that Sword is the only writer in the season that's not an insect. That's sus, or rather arachnid. Yeah, there is no pig writer until Geats, but still.
Officially among like the roster of Zect sectors that are out there. Technically, I mean, majority of them are Beatles, so it's like,
it's like I feel like it would have made more sense if there was like a rival organization called Arachnid or something like that, where like you have like a spider writer and a scorpion writer. That would have made more sense.
I mean, that would have made sense, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, what would you call it? What would you call them? Bug scientists obviously would not have a scorpion in their collection, obviously.
Yeah, what you're thinking of is entomologists,
There you go.
which I happen to be one.
But yeah, I don't know, very strange, but it looks cool. As a Kamen Rider, I'm like, yeah, this is way better than Scorpion Man. This is leagues better than Scorpion Man.
Oh yeah, we came a long way from Scorpion Man.
Oh yeah,
yeah, but still, burrowing underground, tale as old as time. All right, Akir27 says, "Amazing, thank you."
Very cool.
Yeah, and then final comment of the night. This restaurant has less security than the Team Rocket spot that introduced Cassidy and Butch.
Oh boy. Or are you just talking about the Team Rocket hideout that just in general, that's like any kid could just get in if they properly know the code?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Huh. That's crazy. That's the same combination for my luggage. I gotta rewatch that movie. That movie was so fun.
I'm still waiting on my Spaceballs t-shirt.
Yeah, and my Spaceballs flamethrower.
Oh, I already got the flamethrower. Just not baseball.
Yeah. I am your father's brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate. What does that make us? Absolutely nothing, which is what you shall become. All right, guys. If you enjoyed, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon to stay notified. For our latest videos, we like to discuss Kamen Rider, Kabuto, Kamen Riders sets, and that's almost at the end. We're only like 4 episodes left, and
then we go to Kamen Rider Fruits Basket.
Yes, yes. In the future, we will be doing Kamen Rider Mice. And
in old timey like 1920s, especially how everyone looks in this show. I'm like,
yeah, Art Deco.
I'm like, really? It's like, so previously on the last episode of Kamen Rider Mice. I'm like,
I'm Galen Butler. I had to go find some eggs, but it just so happens that they ran out. So he goes to the warehouse in order to find one of the enemies. He gives them the good old 1-2, but then another evil Kamen Rider shows up, and it's all hands on deck. Will he be able to survive? Find out today on Kamen Rider Mice.
Yeah, I think we should have like a Sapia or Old Granny on our footage as we review that episode.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's actually the one thing I most enjoyed about Legend of Korra. But yes, also don't forget Kakusei Hunter, Omega Horn, and of course Ultraman Teo. Good stuff, guys. Can't wait to go over that stuff with you. We love you, and if you want to say hi to us in person, yes, 3 more weeks to go before we go to Power Morphicon 2026, featuring all 3 typical average now adults.
Jesus Christ, that was out of nowhere.
Yeah,
really? Even the original red beat is like,
especially the original red. Wow. I wonder what happened to the second red.
Wow.
Although to be fair, she was at Morphicon 2012, not as a guest, but she was there.
But I'm like, wow. I mean, yeah, no, hey, I thought you hated Beetleborgs. I do. But I'm like, we're getting the band back together just like we got the band back together for VR Troopers.
Good times. You and I were there for that.
My God. It's like, never in my life. I'm like, we might have seen 1 or 2, but all 3? Okay, young lady, you got some explaining to do. I'm taking notes. I'm taking notes for this one. If we're doing interviews, I want to at least do 1.
Yeah, and speaking of which, shameless plug. Check out this guy's very first interview, which was with Ryan Steele himself, Brad Hawkins, right here on the Morphin Network. And speaking of conventions and interviews and stuff, we will also be participating at Robo Toy Fest, which is where he had his first interview. Except it's going to be 2026, September 13th, at the Burbank Marriott Convention Center. And 2 of the first 3 guests that they announced were, in fact, Frank Tadaro and Greg Berger, which we both interviews. Shameless plug. Watch those interviews on the Buttery Show.
see Greg again. There's so much I want to talk to Greg about again.
Yeah. And incidentally, I did finish Whole Cake Island, so now I actually have more things to talk to Frank about. So it's kind of like we're switching partners if you think about it. Yeah. Yes, and of course, we hope you have a great Sunday. Have a great rest of your week. We love you guys. We're almost at 3.5K. When we get to that, we will do our next milestone video. We love you guys. Have a good one. Good night.
Good night, guys.